Hi everyone, this is Miss Jennifer from the Indian Trails Public Library, and I'm here to show you how to make a very simple beaded bracelet. I am using materials that I already have at home. You may have similar materials. You can also purchase these materials at your local craft store or online at probably a place like Amazon. This is also to go along with our Dig Into Geology program. Now, what we're going to do first is gather our supplies. And what I have here today is a pair of scissors, a piece of tape, I also have some hemp twine, and this is a very thin hemp twine. You can also use a nice white kite string or a thicker piece of thread. I would avoid using a thin type of sewing thread because your bracelet might break because of the thinness of the rope. And I also have some charms. I have 4 charms here. You don't have to use charms. You can use 1 charm. You can use as many charms as you like. Again, these are just things that I had at home, and so I'm going to add them to my bracelet. The most important part of my craft are beads, and I have a whole container here of different beads, which are made of real rocks and gemstones from all across the world, and they're all different sizes, all different shapes, all different colors. And I've chosen 16 different beads to make my bracelet. And another important part of our bead is that they have a hole in the middle of the bead so that we can thread our twine through our bead. So whatever you choose to make your bracelet, you just have to make sure that it has a hole through it, like that. And so I've gathered my supplies, and I'm ready to start. The first step of our craft is to measure and cut our twine. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around my wrist to gauge how big of a bracelet I want to make. And then I'm going to leave about 2 to 3 inches at the very end to allow for the bracelet to be attached together so the bracelet doesn't fall off my wrist. And then, so when I open it up, my twine looks like that. And then I'm going to double it by going like that with my twine. And I'm going to put my finger at the very end and open it up. And I'm going to cut it right there. And the reason I'm doing this, and now I'm going to put my twine aside. The reason that I do this is because we're going to be using 2 pieces of twine, this same size, and we're going to be making knots. And the knots will shorten the bracelet. And so I want to make sure I have enough twine to wrap around my wrist. There's nothing worse than getting all the way to the end of your craft and it won't fit your wrist. So we can always cut off the extra, but we can't really add to it. So that's why it's important to have a long piece of twine. Now, as I said, we're going to be using 2 pieces of twine. So I'm going to cut another piece. we go. I have my 2 pieces of twine, and now what I'm going to do is gather them at the top, and I'm going to knot them together. And what I'm going to do is just a very simple loop, and I'm going to wrap it around my finger, push through the end, and pull. So your knot is like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end, and I'm going to take my piece of tape that I ripped off earlier, and I'm going to tape it down to my work surface, which is my desk right here. And the reason that we're doing this, and so I'm just going to go like this. So you want your work surface is going to start right below the knot. And I'm going to tape that down to my desk. And the reason that you're doing this is because as we bead and knot and pull our string, it's going to move around a lot. And so we don't want to lose our place, and we don't want a very loose bracelet. We want it to be, we want the beads to be fairly tight together and our knots to be fairly even and tight. And so the tape down on our work surface helps keep our twine in place. So now we've got our 2 pieces of twine taped to our desk, and we have a right piece and a left piece. Our next step is very simple. We're going to take one of our beads. I'm taking this one right here, which almost resembles a tiger's eye. And I'm going to thread it through. Just like that. I'm going to pull it all the way down. And then I'm going to take my 2 pieces of twine, and I'm going to make a very simple knot just by pulling down our 2 pieces of thread. It's as simple as that. I'm going to then take another bead, and I'm going to use the left piece of twine. And so I'm going to take my next bead, and I'm going to thread it through my left piece of twine. I'm going to slide it all the way down. And now I'm going to take my 2 pieces of twine. I'm going to make a simple knot. And now I have 2 beads. So I'm going to continue beading my bracelet and adding my charms until I thread my entire bracelet. What I'd like to show you now is how I'm attaching the charms. And so what I've done is taken one of my strings, and if you notice, the charms have a little ring, and I'm just threading them through as if I would one of the beads. And I'm going to make my knot just as I would with one of the beads. And there you have your charm attached. What's important when you're putting on your charm is that you want to make sure whenever you put on your charm that you're always attaching it either on the right side or the left side. And this way, the charm will lay in the same direction. And so all of my charms are going to be attached on the left string, so that when I hold up my bracelet, they're all dangling in a similar direction. And so finally, we have our bracelet with all of our charms and all of our beads. To finish your bracelet, you can simply tie the ends together and slip it on your wrist. What I've chosen to do is I'm going to add a button loop. And I found an old button. And what's important about this button is that it has a little hole there. And so I took the extra pieces of thread and tied them around the little buttonhole. Now what I'm going to do next is take the longer ends. I'm going to wrap it around the button so that I know how big approximately to make the buttonhole. And then I'm going to tie my two ends. I'm going to keep them a little loose, so you don't want to go all the way down to the very bottom of the button, because you want to be able to have room, so probably just about to the top or so of the button, just like that, because you want to be able to have room to maneuver your button. And then I'm just going to simply tie a knot. And then I'm going to snip off all these little extra threads. Snip those just like that. And I'm going to wear my bracelet. And there you have a bracelet that you made. Now what's neat about this? Comes right off. You can also use this as a keychain. You can use different colors. So you can use all blue, you can use all green, you can use all pink, purple, whatever colors you like. You can use different beads. There's plastic beads you can get. And you can customize this however you like. You can then, if you make it into a keychain, you can attach a little silver hoop, like a keychain hoop, and attach your keys onto there. So that's it for our craft. I hope you had fun, and I hope you enjoyed learning how to make your very own beaded bracelet or keychain using rocks, gemstones, objects you have at home, and I hope you learned something today too. Thanks.